I guarantee you clicked this video because, like me, you're bored with what you're playing and you're looking for something completely new. Something to tickle your pickle in a way that you haven't felt in a while, and you just might be in luck. Before we discuss every new MMO release coming in October, I do want to take a moment here to thank each and every one of our incredible patrons over on Patreon. You guys are the highest quality pickle ticklers, and I'm honored to have you all by my side. Also, if you have a moment, come follow Mrs. Sticks and I over on Twitter, you won't regret it. Now let's jump in. Let's start this off with Dual Universe. Dual Universe is a first-person sci-fi MMO built and driven by players. Players exist within a shared persistent universe where you have both the control and the freedom to not only play how you want, but to build what you want where you want it. You travel through space exploring, occupying, and building, well, stuff, for lack of a more descriptive term. It's essentially a large sandbox survival game with some MMO elements, promised to be an MMO inspired by EVE Online. There's a player-driven economy, faction-based PvP. Well, at the very least, that's what the game is advertised to be. I played the game and it is a broken, unfinished mess, which is probably why reviews on Steam are mixed. Reviews from alpha backers are much worse than mixed. They are furious. Regardless, the game just launched last week. Unfortunately, it does look to require a purchase to play fully. There is a free demo available, but that is going to be severely limited. Ravendawn Online is an indie-developed top-down isometric MMORPG that has been in active development for 5 years. The devs claim the game will feature real-world house building, allowing players to choose a plot of land and build the home of their dreams. There will be a player-driven economy, meaning the economy is heavily dependent on how many players are actively playing the game. Classes are supposed to provide players a large amount of customization, the freedom to alter how your class plays, akin to the Elder Scrolls Online. The world itself is a large sandbox with no instances or loading screens. There will be a functional political system, allowing players to move up the ranks from landowner to lord to supreme ruler of all the land, I guess. The game just launched into closed beta testing last week. However, to play the beta, you're required to purchase access. The cheapest pack is bronze at $20, silver at $30, gold at $57, platinum at $80, and diamond at $120. I've never played this game before, but those prices are absolutely ridiculous for a game that is barely functional. Cinderstone Online is a cute new PvE MMO currently in closed beta testing. I personally got to participate in the last beta test with hundreds of other players, and while we encountered some bugs, it was a much more fun experience than I'd anticipated. It features a large open world, no sandbox or survival elements, a narrative that pushes you through to new areas, some of the most fun dungeons that I've genuinely navigated through in years. Admittedly, a very basic combat system that definitely needs improvement, but honestly, it's not even remotely close to being bad. The beta I played only had a few hours worth of content, but this most recent beta test supposedly has more. The beta test began last week, but if you want immediate access to the beta, you can purchase a Founders Pack beginning at 20 euros for the Adventure Pack, 30 euros for the Hero Pack, 35 euros for the General Pack, and 50 euros for the High Warlord Pack. Those are much more reasonable prices, but still significantly more expensive than I would have liked. Foxhole is a massively multiplayer action strategy game that features thousands, tens of thousands of players all actively shaping the outcome of a persistent online war. I know that's something that you really do not hear every day, and given the 22,000 positive reviews on Steam, I dare say a lot of people are actively enjoying it. Foxhole features a persistent sandbox world where players battle one another in a war that lasts several weeks at a time. All weapons, all ammo, all fuel, and vehicles are crafted and supplied by real players, meaning cooperation is all but a requirement. Weather supposedly plays a large part in gameplay. Snow and rainstorms can flood or freeze over certain areas, or alternatively, disable certain equipment, limit artillery effectiveness. This is another MMO that just launched last week and is honestly one of the more unique unique titles that I've seen. This game is also buy to play with a $30 price tag. Embers Adrift, a PvE-focused fantasy MMO that was once developed under the moniker Saga of Leucemia, revealed that they would be launching this month on October 12th for alpha backers, October 14th for beta backers, and October 15th for new players. This game is, interestingly enough, not launching onto Steam. Rather, you'll purchase the game, as it does have a full box price of $30 via their website, and you'll play through their own launcher. This is also a subscription-based MMO like World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy XIV, meaning players will be required to pay a monthly fee of $10 if you subscribe this year, or $15 beginning January 2023. Embers Adrift also features a strategic tab target combat system, content that is designed to be tackled solo, in small groups or full parties, a small selection of base classes with branching subclasses, a unique death system, their words, not mine. There will also be a unique revival, unique retrieval, wound and recovery system present, which sounds kinda hardcore to me, but no real PvP system, which kind of makes the unique death system feel kind of pointless to me. I don't know. New World itself isn't, well, a new game, but they are introducing one of the largest expansion level updates in the history of the title to date, the Brimstone Sands. Not only does Brimstone Sands introduce a massive new zone into the game, but it brings a plethora of additional content, including, but definitely not limited to, an overhauled starting experience, making it faster, making it easier for players to level, and hopefully providing a more engaging introductory experience to the game. Because let's be real, the first few hours in New World are kinda crap. There's a 50% increased XP event running until Brimstone Sands launches on October 18th, but beyond that, Amazon confirmed that they are going to be essentially rebranding with the release of new fresh start servers next month, allowing players to begin the game fresh without pre-existing factions dominating current servers. And finally, Tower of Fantasy's supposed gargantuan expansion in the form of 2.0 that introduces the massive new Vera region, new waifus to recruit, new gear to grind, new story to consume. From what I've been told, as I've never played 2.0, this is the update where Tower of Fantasy actually becomes a fully functional game. Before 2.0, the game was kind of a tutorial. After 2.0, the real game is supposed to begin. The new waifu Cobalt B was just released on October 6th and was incredibly underwhelming due to what I've been told were nerfs. But the new 2.0 expansion is releasing later this month on October 20th globally. And that's every MMO related release that I'm aware is happening in the month of October 2022. If none of these are of interest to you, however, no problem. Try checking out one of these two videos on screen right now, one detailing the most played MMOs currently in 2022, and one detailing the most played gacha games currently in 2022. Both are very important if you're looking for something new and something popular to play.